Hey guys, welcome back to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So, we got to somewhere, I imagine. We're getting all over the shop here. We were doing Senpu Temple last time. I think we're just going to carry on there. There's plenty more to explore. And yeah, so all the fun to be had by us. Or by me, right now. So we came back here and did some bits, and then it's time to go off back to Senpu. So let's travel. We don't want Beldemon's Temple, we want Temple Grounds, I think. Yeah, Temple Grounds. Okay, so the last thing we did was fight the crazy, fast, kind of Wolverine type dude, I guess you could say. But we didn't explore all the area that we were in just before that, so we're gonna nice and easy go through this section, go through the next, and clear everything out. And happy as Larry times. And there's another one around here. And again, we can quite easily take these guys out, which we may as well do while we're here. We could just skip past them, but it's kind of like free resources at this point when you can do it so reliably. Was that an item just down there? I think it was just a trick of the light. So I'd love to know other people's opinions about Sekiro. If you played it before, or if this is like your first time experiencing it, just watching. It'd be cool to hear what people think of it, especially in comparison to the Dark Souls series and Bloodborne. Oh, we've got quite a lot of skill points. 5, I think, is enough for something that we wanted. Can't quite remember what though. Like I say, with how kind of easy it is to move through that section, may as well take those guys out, and I suppose these guys as well were pretty easy. So first off, we'll go back to take care of this guy. Then I don't know, is it going to be better to get the guy on this side first? Yeah, and then the other two. Again with the and then these guys should be splitting up. There we go. One going this way, one going that way. So if we wanted to, we could go back up that way. Who saw us then? Oh, guy in the middle, forgot about him. So I don't think he'll chase us out here. So, so there's 3 monks in this bit. Want to wait for this guy to get close. In fact, maybe we jump down now once these guys have turned around. I can't believe that they don't recognise you. They don't know that you're there when you're doing that. I think the thing that really got me when I was first in this area was not really being confident that you could block all the punches and kicks with your sword like usual, because it's quite you won't really think it's super possible. I heard someone there. Oh, hello. Good job good job we found him before he found us. Oh, no. Ah. That wasn't planned. While he's losing aggro, maybe we take out this guy down here for a few extra coins and other things. Oh, where's he even going? We can bank over here. Oh, we do have the white pinwheel as well, don't we? Which we can give to that guy, the friendly one of those guys. Okay, so we've got one of those guys with a plank, and also just one of their attention will be good. Yep, cool. It's all about being sneaky, I suppose. Using underhand tactics, ninja style. Young shinobi. Or old shinobi, I don't know. Middle-aged shinobi. Hopefully they don't turn around before we get to him. Oh, he's got some kind of weird bomb. Unlucky for this guy. Pretty sure there's a few folks near here. I'm gonna be a little bit careful at least. Oh, those tree shadows took a while to render in. A little bit spooked out, not gonna lie. You see your dead mate rolling towards you, just nonplussed, not bothered. any items around this here structure. So if you look, that's where we fought that other guy just around the corner there. You can just come straight up that way. So on the roof to the left, climb up that wall, jump up there. What you call it? Grapple onto that branch, and then you're up that way if you want a quicker way back up here. But I just wanted to double check we haven't missed anything now. There's some tougher enemies around here, I think. Oh hell, that's not good for us. How has he not seen us? It must be a little bit like being crouched, I suppose, when you're hugging a wall. Yeah, so more of these guys with the crazy blades. So we're going to need to do something a little bit different. We need to try and get them separated. He looking straight at us? I think he is. Try it. There he is. Yeah, going back that way whilst looking at... Okay. Don't really help us. I thought it was worth a shot. Try and split them up that way. I'm just wondering if we're better off coming at it, but I'm pretty sure there's two guys stood back to back there, so it's difficult to get them separated. Maybe if we use some ceramic shards, we could further. We don't have any pellets, do we? So may as well unequip them. We need to drag him further out of that area, don't we? So, if he's going to come down here, that would be good for us. Yeah, here we go. Looks like he didn't want to come down here, though. Here he comes. Yeah, that's what we want. Oh. But then how are we going to get... Is he seriously just going to... Oh, no, he still knows we're here. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out a safe way of doing it, because I would always take damage fighting these guys here. I wonder if maybe... Oh, in fact, has he turned around? He's turned around. Perfect. So we've got the method now, because that leaves this guy open. We just need to wait until the other guy turns around and then we're golden. That makes this area so much easier. It's only 3 of these guys, but as you saw when we fought one of them earlier, 1 is bad enough. Right, are there any items around here before we move swiftly on? Can we open this door from this side, or do we have to be inside? So I'm going to commune with this idol, but I'm not going to rest here yet. But we can go talk to this chap. Looks a bit like those other guys with the centipedes that are sat cross-legged everywhere. So, Holy Chapter Infested. A passage describing a journey to enlightenment. For an age, I have been blessed by the worm. To be undying is to walk the eternal path to enlightenment. Thus, I must become enlightened to understand why I cannot die. It is said the holy dragon's origins were in the west, so I wonder, how did the worm come to be bestowed upon me? Yeah, so there's all these... So there's all these kind of infestation themes going on here. We see all the centipedes on this guy, and we saw the centipede coming out of that wax guy, and there's a bunch of those guys in here. But like I say, it's not worth really messing with those guys yet, because they just come back to life once you kill them. So, I mean, you know, what's the point? I don't know, can we get that item yet? Oh, I'm getting this item. Another lump of fat wax. You see, they're all about this place. Ah, so we can. Dragon's blood droplet, nice. So we need to give this holy person this bucket if we find the holy person. So first off, we're going to go back out here. And there's just a little path around to the other side of here. Can't remember how we're best supposed to fight the enemies that we find in here, but... Oh, it's just a normal monk. Okay. I'm sure there's different enemies in here though. Patience. All of the Souls games, you need to have a little bit of patience. I think in terms of difficulty, it's an odd one because a lot of the enemies in Sekiro seem quite easy compared to Dark Souls because they're one-hit kills or you just sneak in or whatever. And whereas Dark Souls, you need to kind of be blocking and parrying and doing everything to everyone. But when you do come up against a challenge in Sekiro, it's much more of a wall. Yeah, I think. Oh, it's these guys. That's not too bad then. Yeah, I thought we were gonna have a bit of a challenge on his hands, but it's only those guys. So there's a little crawl space here, but there's also a path around here. Do we want to drop down there or do we want to go through crawl space? Can't remember. Let's go crawl space. Maybe we're building a spirit. That leads us out here. So what happens if we go the other way? Just for the sake of completion. We don't want to miss an area now, do we? Oh, do we? No. There might be the odd boss here and there that I won't mind missing, but we definitely don't want to miss an area. Just wondering, did this just drop us down into the cavern anyway? Or is it completely different? Yeah, okay. Am I going back the wrong way? I am. Sorry, guys. It's lucky we can see in the dark, isn't it? Is there an enemy out here? I can never remember. Don't often come here, so... Senpu esoteric text. So if you remember from the other esoteric text, this is like an upgrade path for your skill points. So this one's lots of the punching and kicking that we're seeing as the enemies doing around here. So a book of secrets that grants the ability to learn Senpu style skills. Those of the Senpu Temple mastered martial arts in the pursuit of virtue. They considered strong fists and strict discipline essential against Buddha's enemies. However, the Senpu Temple was seized by an obsession for the undying, which corrupted their teachings and style. So it's like kind of in the quest for immortality, they've come prey to these kind of infestation. It's all quite sad, really. So it sounds like we've got lizards. Okay, cool. So we've got the text. I'm not sure if we can advance any further here now, but we can certainly try. Yeah, I've got a feeling the path to continue is just a locked door. Do we need something to be able to pass through? I mean, we can get these items and run away. We can do that much. Just not open from this side. Yeah, I think we come back through there after like a boss encounter or something. Some scuttling going on. I don't think we can yeah, I don't think we can do anything else here now. Not just yet, anyway. We will come back. So, first off, let's acquire some skills. Or a skill. What's this? More healing. What we wanted, flowing water. And we can see the first one of these as well, praying strikes. Not sure I used them very much, and what else, but I'm sure there's useful stuff in the upgrade tree. And yeah, let's do more. You're always going to want more spirit emblems. Cool. So do we have a we do have a god seed, so it's worth going back to back to Emma to get her to give us one more heal. You know, it might be a good time now to have a go at one of the headless bosses. Maybe. Or maybe we'll leave it. We've still got the gun fort to do, which is can be a bit of a pain. See if we can upgrade any of his prosthetics as well. We don't have any new ones, do we? No. So, we can get the next, I was going to want that. And you can see we've opened up Sen thrower, so if we have any Sen, we can shoot coins at folks. I don't know, I can't remember how effective that is, but... Okay. Actually, I think Sabimaru, I think the gun folk are weak to poison, so let's this is the most anxiety laden idol in the whole game, I think, because you spawn right next to all the gun folk. Okay, so we're gonna go straight into a boss battle when we come out the other side here. So yeah, I'm not. If I remember correctly, I'm not very good at this boss, so it's probably going to be a case of I might die a few times. Ow. don't know. That must be a. It must be a grab attack. That it must be a grab. So what do I need to do to avoid that? Do I just need to get out of dodge? I don't know. Let's try again. The poison did work really well. It was just the rest of the fight that was terrible at. Ow. Ah, wrong thing. One thing we might be able to do is wait here a while and sneak up on this boss to make sure that we get a sneak. Like, you know, only have to defeat once. That'll give us a much better chance. But I don't know how long that. Well, we could be here for some time, I guess. Oh, do you know what? I just need to learn to fight. So it's just used Sabimaru like ridiculously. Okay. Oh, I'm out of darn it, I'm out of spirit emblems. I need to remember that I can't. That's not a that's not a sweep attack. So spirit emblems could be a problem then, because you have to use so many to get that combo off. Oh, well, it'd help for a start, wouldn't it, if I press the right button. it didn't work. Damn it. No! No, god damn it. Yeah, we're gonna say if I get done by that again. Whew. Okay. For what it's worth, we may as well go back to the idol and start this area fresh with full heals. I just couldn't get it in my head that that wasn't a sweep attack and it was a grab and I needed to get out of there. Although the last time I got away with it, so I don't know what that was about. No, oh, come on now. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. I need to get back up there. How do I get back up there? So, moral of the story is don't drop down and get that guy until you've... you must have to go back to the start, I guess? Okay. I'm pretty sure there's another way to get at this area. Like, that doesn't involve you running through all this gunfire. But... I can't remember it, so... This is the way we're going. So this bit you've just got to have faith. There is a hole somewhere in this bridge. Oh, I can't because he's stood right there. Okay. Still getting shot by someone. Ow, where's that coming from? Oh, that's the guy on the ledge. So you do want to take that guy out. Okay. Is there any way of getting back over there? Oh, that's going to be annoying. He's going to be able to see us all everywhere we are here. Any items that I missed? Keep moving. Oh dear. We're going to want to heal. Oh, that was a bad choice. No, whoa, where are we going? Okay. Where am I? So if I could give anyone any advice about this section, it would be just do everything the opposite to the way I have. Right, okay. I'm gonna do something here, I think. I think that's what they call the nick of time. Okay, so gunfight. Yeah, so now we can kind of chillax a little bit. So there's something down here. I was pressing left trigger. What am I doing? Well, that didn't go too well. I'm surprised none of the characters have got any rot. So is he always going to see us? Yeah, he's always going to see us, okay. What? That seemed unfair. Get him! Jeez, I swept. No! God, that was super frustrating. It seemed like I was blocking most of it right, but then I was jumping to get the critical, but I just didn't seem to be jumping at the right angle. It was just so super frustrating. And when you get like pushed up against the wall as well, and you just can't see anything, because yeah. I'm not confident that we've got it this time. I think that was the first boss so far that was just felt bad. Large fan, cool. So we've got a prosthetic tool for that though, and which is pretty good. I think we need a key for this door. Can't quite remember where this leads us. We've got two paths. Alright, so that's back up to the idol. One would assume that you could, but okay. So there's blatantly a way that we can go to get that item over there. So it looks like it's going to be a right turn out of here rather than a left. The one that was green, yep. Wrong thing. So that's the item, contact medicine. Another prayer bead, excellent. And divine confetti for 3, yeah, well worth it. Just wait until I use the divine confetti, it looks awesome. Okay, so I think that's it for this area. I think. Now, gunfort. Time we on. Okay. There's still a bit of time. We've been going for what? Just over an hour. We've got more than enough prayer beads to get better physical attributes. Flipping shotgun guys. And good stuff up here though. You have to be careful around these parts because there's loads of explosives on the ground. So obviously you stand on one of them and you alert everybody. So we'll try as best. Just let's get up here and just have a scope about. See where folks are. if we can. Guy on the edge there. One guy on each edge. I got a feeling there's another one somewhere. I can't remember how you're supposed to see the explosives. What? But saying that these guys aren't the most difficult to fight, so got one guy there, okay. I think we've got everything pretty much coming up as well, so I think we don't really need to go to the rest of this place. I kind of want to clear it out anyway, just in case we missed anything. Whoa. I traveled a long way. So can we get back over there? Is there anything we can... There was something. Like over... More like over there. Ah, no, it's a country mile away. Okay, so... We could maybe jump from further up. Yeah, that looks like it's doable, doesn't it? Does it? Does it? Well, only one way to find out. Oh my days. How do we get back round? It appears that we can't. Unless we go further up still. There you go. Okay, I think we got everything. I just want to make sure. What? I'm sure we looked up last time we were here when we were getting shot and there wasn't anything to grab onto. Not sure enough that I'll rewatch it when I do the render though. Do you know we're getting back up there? Not up there blatantly, but... Okay. Yeah, so that's this area pretty much done, I think. Impressive. Statue. We will see more of just kind of the top of the sunken valley, I think. But yeah, so let's get back to if we go to it doesn't really matter where we go because we're gonna travel anyway. On the travels. So yeah, we've done pretty much, we've explored all of Senpu. We've explored all of here. There's a couple of... I kinda want to have a go at a headless, but like I say, at the same time I don't want to waste all my what you call it, divine confetti. So I'll tell you what we could do. Let's go to Ashina Castle. Let's go to the main gate and let's clear it out and see if we can get that guy to be happy that we've cleared enough samurai out or whatever, because we just couldn't activate it last time, was there? I think maybe there was either a bug and it was, or there was an enemy alive somewhere that I couldn't find. Or we had to literally take out every single enemy in Ashina Castle, which I hope is not the case, but we will find out. So we'll start with these guys, because I believe that guy becomes a merchant back at the main resting place, which is really useful, as you can imagine. Get it? Ah. You see how the increased power just changes things so much? Like before, those guys would have been reasonably tough doing that. I think there's dogs around here, isn't there? So we need to be careful about that. Wrong thing. okay. Cleared out most of them, is that good enough? Nightjar beacon memo. A note on smoke signals used by Ashina Shinobi. The grey nightjars, pale pink smoke signals, are placed along the rooftops of Ashina Castle. These signals guide the nightjar. The ashen feathered flock are surely the only ones able to follow such a trail. Yeah. So we definitely killed all the, like, these folks last time we were here. So I don't know why. So you can understand my confusion now as to why why he was stuck on that dialogue. Well, excellent. That didn't take as much time as I thought it was gonna. Right. Okay. Let's try a headless. So, where was the shortcut? It was from Senpu, wasn't it? From the Bell Demon's Temple. So first off, I'm just gonna go in and fight him without using divine confetti. I don't think I can even do damage to him when I'm doing that. But I just want to see if I can remember how to fight him before I do anything. Alright. You have to get around behind him. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't think we're ready for it yet. Like I said, there's a way that you can like kind of stand behind him in a way that he can't hit you. You just need to kind of circle around like that, as is. But there's that. It gives you like a slow movement speed, which is linked to the. I think is linked to the terror thing. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I just wanted to try it. Because we've passed a few of them already. So travel to. I remember once I kind of got the hang of it. There were by no means easy bosses, but it just mini bosses, should I say? But they just it made them from impossible to really quite manageable. So there might be something I'm forgetting as well, like an item we need to use. I know that you use divine confetti to deal a load of damage to them, but then I don't know if there might be something else as well that we're supposed to use to be able to move easier or something. Or I can't remember, but we'll like I say, we'll cross that bridge when we need. Well, I don't think you ever need to fight them actually. Maybe one or two, but anyway, they're a bit like Titanite demons, I guess. Like kind of not incredibly necessary, but you kind of still want to kill them anyway because they drop good stuff. So I suppose what's left to do is go back to Ashina Castle. Oh no, we've got the other. Is this the right idol? Because it's the one right at the top that we want. We'll soon find out. No, this is not the right one. It's the next one. Dojo. Oh, we have the feathers as well, which we haven't used yet. We haven't given to Sculptor. Good old Sculptor. Right, okay. Yeah, this guy's a bit of a nightmare. A bit of a nightmare, but at least slightly manageable. Ghosts, so a hanging scroll of an old battle. Ghosts once lurked the lands of Ashina. The ghost lightning was of the fountainhead gods, unstoppable by normal means. Avoid ground, reverse the lightning. Interesting. Lightning reversal. Like I say, this game is brilliant at telling you things twice. If one, so I can explain that. So if there's an enemy that's doing a lightning attack, if you get hit by lightning in midair and then attack as you come down, you reverse the lightning to whoever from whence it cameth. Ooh, and I'm just remembering as well, actually, we never went down and kind of this other path, so a bit annoying here because we're gonna have to fight one of these guys normally, and it might alert the other guys in the other room. Okay, so you see we've got 3 of these guys who don't really want to fight altogether. But we don't really have a choice. Oh, he's stuck in the roof. How about that? Mass attack. Heal. Oh, this guy. Okay. Okay. No, 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 no. It's the multiple enemies, man. Like I've said multiple times. If you're fighting one-on-one, it's pretty simple, really. Most enemies, anyway. But all it takes is one extra enemy at the same time, and it's like the difficulty squares rather than adds. Ishin's letter. A note left by Ishin in the watchtower. Perhaps Emma knows his current whereabouts. Dear Emma, the Ashina Castle gate has grown loud with the sound of scurrying. The Tengu will see to the rats. Worry not, Ishin. Interesting. So we've heard only one character speak about rats before. So this leads us out. Yet another area of the castle. So we're kind of like above the first area of the castle with those guys over there, and yeah, all that fun from before. But interesting because Ishin is obviously, and that's down there is where Black Hat Badger is. Was there anything else we needed to buy from him? I can't remember. Okay, so down there is where one of the spear guys, amongst others, were. And we're getting alarmingly close to the top here. Kind of don't want to go up to the top just yet. We want to go back to the what do you call it? Idol first. Hear a whistle there. Who said that they were going to whistle? So let's just make this easier and go back to the idol. Okay. Last commune idol. How long we've been running? An hour and a half? Okay, that's probably going to be about right. Okay, so which character said that they were going to whistle?
おじい様のご様子はどうだ。
一心様は命を保っておられるのが不思議なほどです。
そうか。巫女よ、もう一度言う。不死のちぎりを俺と結べ。
できませぬ、源一郎殿。たとえひとたび敗れるとも、命を賭し、主を必ず取り戻す。それが我が忍びなれば。
お迎えに参上いたしました。今しばらくお待ちくだされ。なるほどな。貴様を殺しきらぬ限り流因を我が手にはできぬ。再び学べよう。 の忍び。
Okay, so you can see I was starting to get the hang of of the rhythm of that fight there. Took me a while, but it's such a fun fight, Genichiro. When you're blocking and fighting, it's really fun. There's loads of strategies for Genichiro, but I just like to fight him because it's a really fun. It's like got a really fun flow, and like learning the moves of one of the bosses like this is just like the reason you play like FromSoft games, and that's one of the I think for a lot of Souls fans, I mean, don't get me wrong, loads of Souls fans adore Sekiro, just like the other Souls games, but I think Sekiro put some people off early on, but then I think it's because it takes till quite late on in the game until you start getting fights like this, and then it's only now that you start to realise how how fun the combat can be. I think maybe we could probably use some firecrackers against him, maybe, or the axe. Axe is probably not a great idea. But anyway, yeah, let's. I'm not going to be talking. I'm going to be focusing, so I'll let you enjoy without me messing your screen up here.
見事だ巫女の忍びよ。惜しいな。主を変えるつもりはないか。
ざれ言。
ざれ言だと。このアシナを守るためならば、どのような異端の力であれ従えてみせる。巴の神なり見せてやろう。
So, memory, Genichiro. The battle memory of an extraordinary foe, lingering in the mind of the wolf. Commune with the sculptor's idol and confront memories of battle to permanently increase attack power. As the code dictates, the wolf swore vengeance on Genichiro Ashina. So, that last phase was a little bit sketchy, but I think I was doing well up until then. It's just his patterns are a bit different in the last phase, and obviously there's the new attacks as well, and he does a lot more unblockables, and I wasn't sure about which ones I was supposed to McKiddy and which ones I was supposed to dodge or jump, but I did manage to get one lightning reversal in, which was the killing blow, so at least we saw that, and we got a skill from that as well, so blood smoke ninjutsu. Ninjutsu technique that turns the spraying blood of a victim to smoke. Cost spirit emblems to use, activated after a backstab death blow. The smoke screen allows one to retake the element of surprise. Life or death struggle defines a shinobi for whom a kill is a source of strength. So, if we press attack again once we've got if we have this equipped and we press attack again once we've done a backstab or a drop down kill, then we go back into stealth and can chain backstab kills if we want to. So that's really cool. But yeah, what an awesome fight that is. One of the first really, really incredible fights of the game, I think.
あなたが勝ったのですね。
お主。
争うつもりはありません。巫女の忍びよ。源一郎殿、もしや落ち水を。
アシナはこの国は俺の全てだ。そのためなら俺は人間をやめよう。死人帰りか。さあ
Okay. So there's a lot of dialogue and questions and stuff to get into, but I think maybe we might save that till the start of the next episode. It's been a reasonable, what we're clocking now, just about 2 hours, yeah. So if we end that one there after that epic battle, like I say, such a fun fight, and it's really good that we can replay the fights now. So I'm just gonna rest at this here idle, and sorry Emma, but we're gonna have to leave speaking to you until next time. So as ever, thanks ever so much for joining us, folks, and I'll catch you in the next step. We've got lots of dialogue and things have changed in the world somewhat as well after that fight, I think. So thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.